Hey YouTubers, it's me, xXMonkeyDragonXx, helping all you gun goblins out there. Well anyways guys, I got some Black Ops 2 patch notes, 1.08, I do believe. I'm not too sure. Honestly, I'm fairly sure. I don't even know. Anyways, let's go and move on. So, yeah guys, I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff in here. Not so much like about guns and everything, because that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people just talk about the guns, and that's about it. Me, I like to talk about the different things. The things that I think affect me, affect you guys have seen, and may change the way you play. Maybe not, I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin. So, the trophy system glitch has been fixed. If you guys don't know what this is, basically it was a unlimited trophy system that would never get destroyed, or I guess unlimited, because trophy systems only have 2 uses, and it would not run out of uses. So, let's say you called in a Lone Star. Every single time that you shoot to, fire your missile, it would instantly get blown up by the trophy system. Same thing with the VTOL warship. If you were to fire off your missile spray, I don't know what's called, like Hipfire Spread for the VTOL warship, all those little missiles would get blocked too, and the person would just get tons and tons of points for blocking stuff, and it was just absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, that's been fixed if you guys were wondering. The next thing that really affected me was the select fire thing. If you guys don't know, let's say in Search and Destroy, if you had select fire on your FAL and you had it set to fully automatic, the next round you would spawn in and it would be on semi-automatic. And although that may not seem like such a major glitch, but sometimes it would affect you in the sense that if you were to run up to a guy, you'd be like, you'd only pull the trigger once and then expect to continuously firing, and then you'd be like, oh wait, no, it got reset, and then you die from it. So that's kind of a downside, the reason why some people may die from that, and I think some of you guys may be like, yay, finally doesn't happen anymore. For me personally, it kind of helped a little bit. Some guns outrun select fire, but it would be more like fully automatics being semi-automatic, but it doesn't really matter or affect me. Or does. Anyways, let's go and move on. So now, guys, you're able to kick players from custom games, whether you're in zombies or multiplayer. If you guys don't know, if you were in a custom games, you couldn't kick people straight from there. If you were host, you had to back them out, then go to party, and then kick them from there, and then go back into custom game, which is quite annoying. Although may not be a huge thing, it affected me. Let's go and move on. So if you guys don't know, if you were running Cold-Blooded and I was running Target Finder, if I had you on sites, you would no longer have the diamond around you, but the 4 little dots around the Target Finder would still light up red, which was something of a deterrent for me to actually using Cold-Blooded for a while, thinking, why even use it? People would still be able to spot you if they were a half-decent player. They would know that, the red dots would still pop up. But now that's been fixed. Now there is no longer the red dots around you if you're wearing Cold-Blooded and someone's wearing Target Finder. They finally patched that after so long. So, yeah. And now they added spawn points or different spawn locations for Standoff and Hijacked. Hijacked, they actually only changed the algorithm for Demolition and Kill Confirm. Or Standoff, they just changed the spawn locations a lot. It's not like you're going to be spawning on left or right or anything. They just changed the places to where you could spawn and the positive effect of your team. So let's say your spawn is, or your team is spawning heavily in the spawn. You guys are spawn trapped. Now that won't be such a strong spawn point for you guys. May actually flip more or change or churn and all that. So it doesn't really affect me for Hijack because I hate Hijack. Hijack's a garbage map. But yeah, Standoff does. I like Standoff. Standoff is a good map as long as you don't get spawn killed. But yeah, anyways. So let's go and move on to the guns. The guns, the real reason why you guys are here. The guns that have been patched, nerfed, and buffed. Yeah. So the MSMC and the PDW-57 have both have their recoil increased. They now have greater recoil, so it'll be harder to kill, take a longer time to kill and whatnot. Personally, it doesn't affect me. I don't care about those guns, but yeah, they're the most popular submachine guns. I see those more than any other submachine guns, which is why I would assume they would nerf them. If you guys don't know, they pretty much are the most popular submachine guns, although I like different submachine guns. Those seem to be the community most favorite. And also, they increased the hip fire. So if you guys don't know, those 4 little crosshairs that are on the center of your screen when you're not aiming down sight, those have been farther apart, so when you guys are running around hip firing and whatnot, it will take a little bit longer to kill. So let's go and move on. So the Pet Dual Wield, there's been 2 changes. One, when you are dual wielding this weapon, you do less damage than you would if you were having it single-handedly. I don't know. And also the Hipfire Spread is increased, so that the 4 sights, or you guys, I just mentioned it on the PDW, you know what I'm talking about, that has also been increased, so it'll take a lot more bullets to hit, and it'll take a lot more bullets to connect because of the Hipfire. So, time to kill, Pet Dual Wield. It sucks now, it's horrible. I have no idea, I haven't tried it. But, yeah. So the S, and cold-blooded. Now, you'll be almost invisible if someone's running the MMS and you have cold-blooded on. Me, personally, I haven't noticed this. If someone's running cold-blooded, I already can't see them. I didn't know that this was an issue, because most of the times, if someone's running cold-blooded, I can't see them. I run MMS a lot in search, and if you're not running, cold-blooded, I can still see you. But I do hope that even though they are changing it, that if they do stand still, they'll be visible again. The same way that if you're running Ghost, you're visible if, you're not moving and someone has a UAV. But, yeah. So let's go and move on. So the QBB and the HAMR LMGs have been increased or buffed, whatever you want to call it. The medium range the medium range damage is increased. So yeah, shorter time to kill in long range. Woo! Or medium range. I apologize. Fail. So yeah, ready my favorite LMGs besides the LC. I'm probably rambling on. You guys don't care. Okay, so the FAL and the SMR, these guys' damage have been reduced when you're running select fire. Yeah, guys, if you're running these guns fully automatic, their damage has been decreased. These, if you guys don't know, these guns are pretty much the overpowered assault rifles that a lot of people have been dubbed. Me personally, I don't like them fully automatic. I prefer them semi-automatic, except for the SMR. SMR sucks, but the FAL, freaking awesome. Semi-automatic, not fully automatic. Fully automatic is really horrible. I don't know why they're already decreasing, the damage when it's fully automatic. Me personally, I can fire that thing way faster. Anyways, let's move on. You guys are probably tired of hearing me. The Type 25 has got another bust. Or bust. Boost. Bust. Nerf. Barf. Anyways, let's move. Movement speed has been increased, and the don't even know what that mid-range damage has also been increased, so it's making this gun a lot better. This was already one of my favorite guns for the assault rifles. Up there, it was up there. I loved it. I consider him like the submachine gun assault rifle. It was really cool. But I'm glad that they buffed it. I'm gonna have to give it more chance. I really don't use it that much. More heavier on the SAL. FAL. Totally failing. This is my first patch notes. I don't know what to talk about. I'm just rambling on about stuff that you guys don't care about. Leave me alone. I won't ever do one of these again. I apologize. I'm horrible at this. The long range damage has been increased. So now you'll be able to take it to long range. People have said that the SCAR is really good. Me personally, haven't been that amazing at it. It's always felt way too inaccurate. So long range damage doesn't really care to me. I've only seen it as like a close range weapon. But so the M1216, the mid range damage has been increased. This is what I actually want to kind of talk about for a little bit. This is actually something that is weird for me, because I can imagine that shotguns don't have a long range damage except for probably the KSG, but the M1216. So I'd imagine it just kind of like increased the range of the weapon, because I don't know if a shotgun has, close range, because I imagine that, like, it has, like, a peak and then just tails off, like, instantly, because these shotguns have, like, no range whatsoever. So I think they just kind of increase the damage. I don't know if you can really increase the mid-range unless you, like, increase the tail, at which it tails off at, but, So the M12 is apparently better. It does more mid-range damage, so... And the ballista on iron sights, it has reduced the idle sway, so it actually has less. If you guys don't know, the ballista is the only sniper rifle that you can run iron sights attachment on, and for me personally, the iron sights have been working for me. They've been kind of I've always preferred the ESR, so I'll give it another chance. If they increase the idle, or decrease the idle sway, I apologize for saying increase when it's a decrease. I'm apologizing, forgive me. So, yeah. Apparently it's going to be better. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Dislike the video because it was absolutely horrible. I'm Monkey Dragon. That's all I got. Peace.